Hey everybody, it's Jessica Carden with the Knowsy Neighbors and Chad Murdock with Murdock Manwaring Company and the Knowsy Neighbors.
Hello, hello.
And we're here with Lee Radford, and we are in the basement, well no, ground floor.
Ground floor.
Ground floor of the newly renovated Bonneville Hotel downtown.
That's right, we're excited.
We're so excited. So Lee is the director.
I'm the chair.
The chair, I've said it even 3 times before practicing. The chair of the Idaho Falls
Idaho Falls Redevelopment Agency. It is a mouthful,
yeah,
and we don't blame anybody for not remembering that. It's a mouthful. Idaho Falls Redevelopment Agency, which is the urban renewal agency for the city of Idaho Falls and Bonneville County.
So you are a big part of this development.
Our agency was, yes. Our agency, we have 7 members of our agency. We're a board appointed by Mayor Casper of the city of Idaho Falls, and we also have an executive director, Brad Kramer. We're staffed with some of the people from the city planning department, Brad Kramer and his team, but it's a whole team. We got the whole group. But yeah, we've been involved with the Bonneville Hotel for many years now. This has been an object and a goal that we've had for a long, long time, and we're glad to finally see it come to fruition.
So tell us how that went with, did someone say, hey, I want to come and do this, or did you guys say, we got to find somebody to come and do this?
I think we had a lot of community interest. A lot of people in the community wanted us to do something with the Bonneville, and that started with our former executive director, a woman named Renee McGee. And Renee was a powerful force here in town, if anybody knew Renee. And a lot of realtors have worked, a lot of developers and construction people have worked with Renee over the years. She was a great force in planning.
Knows her stuff, yeah.
She really did. And so she kind of sat across the street over there at the city building, and she walked by the Bonneville every day. And it just is a history buff, and as someone who really cared about architecture and community, she always wanted to see the Bonneville redeveloped. It took us a while to get to this. This is pretty much the last project of the Snake River urban renewal area, which you may have seen everything along Lindsay Boulevard, Taylor Crossing, downtown Walmart, the Residence Inn Hotel, the Spring Hill Suites, all of that has been part of the Urban Renewal Agency over the last 28 years. This is the last project of that, and one that we looked forward to for a long time. This agency has been working on this area for 28 years, and this has kind of been in our sights almost that whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, well, incredible building, the history, and I mean, this is history of Idaho Falls right here.
Yeah, it really is, and it's fun to be in here. You can see in the background, you can see the concrete pillars. This building was completed in 1927, and it's a concrete building. And the thing that made this building very attractive to do something with is you'll see it was a concrete building. The bones of this building are very strong, and so you could gut it and renovate it completely, keep the exterior, keep it historically accurate on the outside, and still build very comfortable living spaces inside. But you see the original concrete. They're building concrete and rebar buildings back in 1927, and it really is not that dated when you look at this. When you look at this layout of these pillars and the structure of the building, it's a strong building. It had taken a lot of hits over the years with some things that had happened to it, but it was labeled from the beginning as the fireproof hotel because it was a concrete building.
Wow.
I'm not sure that means it's entirely fireproof, but that's how they advertised it in the 1920s and the 1930s.
Wow. So in this, as you look at talking about that this is the end of the project, so a lot of people I think are super passionate. I mean, this hotel is, I think is, a lot of people have said this is amazing for them. What else is going on? What else? So it's done. Does that mean we're done seeing revitalization downtown? that is unavailable now?
I hope not. I mean, I think we're always looking for people who want to make investments in the downtown core, the urban core of Idaho Falls. There's still plenty of areas, as we all know, that could use some real improvement. But we are proud of what we've done in the past. If people are familiar with our town, know Lindsay Boulevard from Shiloh Inn down to the Residence Inn, to Chili's, to Applebee's, to all the hotels along that row. Most of that was significantly aided in its redevelopment by our agency. And then across the street, Taylor Crossing, where the Walkers built their beautiful buildings at Taylor Crossing, the Kirk Hansen who we appreciated so very much, helped us bring Walmart in and the Fairfield Inn and all the restaurants in that area, Renaissance Center. All those were significant developments. And so all of that was our agency working with those good developers to redevelop those areas. If you know much of the history of Idaho Falls, you probably know that those areas were not very pretty. The problem with that area on the west bank, here on the east bank of the city of Idaho Falls, people could build basements, and they could dig foundations, and they could dig sewer lines. And so historically, they had a very difficult time digging foundations on the west bank, because if you've hiked around the river, you know that there's basalt on that side of the river, and it's right at the surface. And so no one wanted to dig sewer lines, no one wanted to dig basements, no one wanted to dig foundations, because you had to go through
blast rock. And
so it was very difficult to do. So that area had always been kind of lagged behind. And so if you look at it now, our agency has helped blast some of that rock, build new streets, dig sewer lines. And as you look at it now, it's much more beautiful. And I think everybody's very happy with the west bank of Idaho Falls right now, the trail, everything that goes on there. And I think people love that. And
well,
we're glad
the
about
east
that.
bank too, everybody's getting excited for everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was in Boise a couple of weeks ago, and we were walking downtown. And I mean, it is so fun to walk in downtown Boise. And 40 years ago, they were talking about, demoing some of the stuff in Boise. And there were people that revitalized that. And now it's an incredible downtown area. And I think just how this building, when did you say it was built, in 27?
1927 it was completed.
So in 1927, this building, I'm sure, created a ton of confidence for downtown because someone invested. And I think the momentum is going. I think doing this type of project creates more confidence now in a second generation run to revitalize downtown. And with Catherine Smith and everything she's doing and her group, I mean, there's some fun momentum for down here.
Yeah, that's right. And you mentioned Boise. We've really relied a lot on Boise. Boise has their urban renewal agency too, which actually got started before ours. The legislature allowed them to start before us, and they took a similar approach. And we've used the same attorney they used. We followed a lot of things that Boise's done.
They're a great model
because it's a great model. And the one part of their model that we were really looking to, and this hotel represents an important part of that model, is that if you look back at Boise and as they tried to redevelop their downtown when it was at its low point, the one thing they did is they brought lower income housing downtown, affordable housing for workers and for young people. And once they got that housing going down, then there was more restaurants to serve that population. And then there was more housing, and now of course we're seeing higher end housing downtown, condominiums, and a lot of stuff down.
All these second and third floors that have been empty forever are now being filled.
Right, so we're really seeing that here. And this by bringing 35 families here, that's 35 families living downtown, using downtown stores and being downtown, and that creates more activity and more dynamic, place for downtown. And so we're kind of following that Boise model like you talked about. And so if there's any other developers out there who want to build apartments downtown, they can talk to any of the people who've done it, and we're really seeing some success.
Yeah. Well, and they're all being occupied.
They're all being occupied.
I mean, it's not there. It seems like we went and talked to Resident Architecture down at the Rogers Building and those things, and they're like, they're all full.
Yeah.
The people are snatching those up. People are used to living in an urban living, and we have so much moving. We've got such an influx. It is a great opportunity.
Right, yeah, so we're really looking for those kind of developers. If any of the developers want to build, residential housing in the urban core of Idaho Falls, I hope they talk to us. We'd love to help them. It is harder. It is harder to build a nice apartment complex in this downtown environment than it is in a potato field. So we need our potato fields, and we need them down here downtown. So we're trying to help them to locate here if they can.
Yeah.
So I see 3 main entrances. So what are you guys envisioning? Because I know a lot of people are going to be excited to see the inside of this, because we've all driven by, and this is the first time I've been in since it's been completed. But you're envisioning what? Are you envisioning one tenant? I see Randy, awesome agent, great friend. What is he hired to? How is he going to fill this? What's his job?
So the Bonneville Hotel, of course, the upper floors are residential. 35 units between the upper floors and some here on the ground floor. So so mainly you got residential.
Yep.
This space here is designed for retail space, and they're marketing it. Hopefully we'll find a restaurant that would be interested. Beautiful location for a restaurant with these windows that look right out onto the street. A lot of parking available downtown with a lot of other bars and restaurants around, a movie theater down the street. So it's a great place for a restaurant that has that vision.
And this was originally a restaurant, right?
Right. Bonneville had a great restaurant that was kind of the upper end restaurant in town for a long time. Yeah, but there also, if there's other uses that someone has, commercial, retail, or even office, they're open for that, and they'll consider.
So one tenant, or divided up into 3 spaces, you're open to whatever.
Right. It's a big space, and I think they could do a lot of different uses with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So, is there anything else that you are on the inside track on Lee, that are excited, that you're excited we might be seeing here soon?
Good question.
We promise nobody will find out about it.
Yes.
It'll just be between us.
This is confidential. It's just us 4.
We are working on several areas at the same time. This is the Snake River Urban Renewal area, which is Lindsay, Utah, and downtown. It had a 8-year life, and it's now at the end of that 28 years. Not that we still couldn't look at projects to help in these areas, but we've kind of done a lot of work in this area. We have other areas. We have the Jackson Hole Junction that Matt Morgan's doing. We've provided some help on that. Clearly, they got the Holiday Inn that's being built right now. He's looking for other tenants, so if anybody's interested in that.
Some other big announcements that he's going to be announcing soon there too.
So that's another one. Yeah, that's a great one.
There's some fun stuff going on over there.
We also have Eagle Ridge, which is kind of right on Pancary, that has some great lots for offices and commercial development. So that's a great area that we've helped lower the prices of those lots by helping with the infrastructure and some other things. Let's see, what else we got going on? We're looking at other areas. We're certainly interested. We're working with the city on studying Northgate Mile, of course, and we're looking at any possibilities with that. We also are interested, if anybody has any interest in First Street. The other area that we'd certainly like to talk to them if there's developers who want to do something good on First Street.
So can I ask you something about that? If someone said, okay, I might be interested in First Street, what kind of things could they be interested in doing there that would apply, that you said, hey, we'd love to talk to you, if they said, maybe that's something I would do?
And Northgate Mile, because there are buildings for sale in Northgate Mile right now.
Do they have to build from scratch, or is it take something that's there?
So urban renewal uses what's called tax increment financing, and it gets a little difficult. You have to understand property tax in Idaho, but basically it's a deal where essentially that property can use its property tax that it would normally pay, and it can use it to build infrastructure, roads, streets, sewers. It can use it to demolish other buildings. It can use it to we can use it to buy other properties. So we can use that to renew that area, that property tax of that area. And so that property tax can be reused in that way for that area. There's a lot of things we can do. If a developer wants some demolition done, or wants help putting new water and sewer in an area, or new streets and curbs and gutter, a lot of those things, they're the things that make it often difficult to work in a urban area. Like again, you go plow over a potato field, it's easy to asphalt over a potato field. Right. You don't have to demolish anything, it's just going to naturally cheaper. But is it good for us? Is it good for us as a community? Does it make it a better place to live when we're doing that all the time? Yeah. And what we're trying to do is say, we can help you locate here in this urban area, maybe demolish some stuff, reconfigure streets, do new sidewalks, water, sewer, curb, gutter, all that kind of stuff that makes developing in an urban area more expensive, and we can help with that.
So for example, if someone sees a building and they're afraid of, you can build new or you can remodel, and sometimes a remodel on an older building can be cost prohibitive on a project, but if they are worried about that, but they see the potential, maybe reaching out to you might see if there's a way, because I think what you're saying is there are options to be able to make a project like this happen. You just have to talk to
just come and talk to us. Brad Kramer of the City of Idaho Falls is our executive director. You can call him.
I think his number's like right here, right? Tommy, is it right here?
Something like
like, I think it's just right here. So
Brad's always willing to talk. We don't
and
rebuild.
Brad Kramer's the planning director for the city of Idaho Falls.
Right, so. And the executive director of our agency.
Yes.
Our agency,
that's in your role, not the planning director. It's more his executive role.
He's in the role as executive director of our agency.
Either way, he's the guy.
Either way, he's very helpful. We don't rebuild interiors. We don't do interior space. We don't build buildings.
Yeah.
But if anybody's ever done a project, those costs of all around of getting the right site, the right lot, getting the street and sewer and water and all the infrastructure in place to do it is a significant cost that is what makes it difficult to build in a downtown urban area.
Yeah, I was at lunch with Dustin Mortar, where he's an agent with TOK, and he was saying right now in today's market from his commercial side, it's not as much build, it's buy and just remodel because the costs are so high. And so, and there's a lot of cool real estate in this town that needs a facelift.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great real estate along the river. People want to be close to the river, and everybody loves our river. Like, our community loves our river, but it's just kind of interesting. We keep building houses further and further from the river.
Yeah. I've always wondered about that because growing up here, you drive past the big cement factories, and that's our river. Right. So will that always be, or is there plans to say, hey, we'd love to keep moving downriver? Yeah, we are. I mean, what is Snake River Landing is another project that we were involved with. And Alan Ball, did a great thing by investing significant amounts of money to develop that. But we participated with him helping build the streets and sewer and water and all the stuff, the infrastructure that goes into that. So that's an exciting development, and they're doing well. And we've got a lot of people. We've got apartments and senior apartments, market apartments. We've got houses that Alan Ball and his team has been doing there. And there's going to be, I think there's just be more of that as we go.
Event center. I mean, boom, brought that. The fireworks, and now the megaplex. Larry Miller coming in. I mean, that's possible with this. So. Yeah, and then further up the river, this other direction, I think smart developers, the INL is doing well, and they have a lot of young people, and people come from different parts of the country, and they want to be in a place where they can walk to work and be close to downtown and be close to the river. And I think there's going to be more development that direction. I think some smart developers are going to continue down, towards INL and that neighborhood around there, because it's close to the river too. So we've got a great asset here, and we're here to help with the river, and we're here to help people. Don't build on a new potato field. We like our potatoes. Come build where there's already asphalt. Yeah.
So if they have questions, how do they get a hold of? Are there resources online they can find, or is it just a call to Brad? How does someone investigate more about?
We have a website, the Idaho Falls Redevelopment Agency, or they can call Brad. So you can look at our website where we have some of our documents and some explanations. Our annual reports, we give a big annual report every year that we try to tell everybody everything we're doing, and then nobody reads it. But you can come to any of people aren't too excited about coming and talking about property tax and real estate infrastructure and stuff, but it is, it's important. We have our monthly meetings. They're open. We are always encouraging people to come. Those are live streamed. They're available online if anybody wants to watch the exciting world of tax increment finance.
And that website's what?
It's just type in Idaho Falls Redevelopment Agency.
And you stream those. When your meetings are once a month, when?
We have them on the third Thursdays at noon.
Third Thursdays. Oh, it says it right here.
And there's a calendar on. There's a calendar online on our website with. That has that, and on the city website. So.
That's very cool. Well, I thank you for your time, because it's so informative.
Go look at some residential.
Is there anything we didn't talk about that we should have talked about?
Let me give a plug to all the people who were part of this team that put this together. I'm sorry, shameless plug here, but the housing company of Boise and of Idaho, they are the owner of this building now. We bought it, and then we essentially gave it to them if they would do this.
Wow.
And that they've done. It was a very hard job, very complex financing with historic tax credits and with
tax plan changes.
Low income tax,
heard.
low income tax credits. A lot of just very sophisticated financing to get this done. They had a lot of obstacles like that, and they just kept fighting their way through them, and they got it done. So we really appreciate the housing company. Bateman Hall Construction, Aaron Johnson and his team were the actual workers. They did a great job. We have the City of Idaho Falls, of course, helped significantly. We had a lot of people, Optum and other people who were helping the housing company put it together. We have our board, my board, Terry Gazdig, Tom Halley, Dave Radford, and Brent Thompson, and let's see, I got everybody, Kurt Larson, and we have our team that we really appreciate everybody's putting their time into this. So it was downtown development. Catherine Smith helped. So it was a real team effort with a lot of people to put it together. So
well, I think we all will benefit from that hard work, because this is a key feature. Key feature.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Well, thank you so much. And go to the website. Probably see the link below. Find out more about it. There's only a few units left in this building, and I will put a link in the to if you want to find out what the requirements for living at the Bonneville Hotel. Well, not even, is it called the Bonneville Hotel now? Still just the Bonneville? Just the Bonneville? I think it's called just the Bonneville.
We all know where to find it.
You can find out. It's a great place. So it was awesome. All right. Okay. What's next? Look at this.
Wow.
Beautiful. So this is a studio. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, no, that's not what you want to do. That is neat. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. Tell her.
I will bet right here, someone from my family's in that picture.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
In the parade?
I will almost guarantee it. My grandpa was Grand Marshal for like every year for many years.
Look how neat having all of those stores with the 50s. I love seeing the 50s. Yeah, so cool. It smells brand new. Little kitchen, really cool. Recessed lighting, isn't it beautiful?
Wow, fridge, very nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna conduct interviews.
Totally.
Just walk in the door.
AC, this is where we need to do our
right.
company pictures.
Oh yeah, this would be a cool place.
Teeth. Rooftop, yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if it's like public, but it's got the lights to where it looks like it'd be fun.
Oh, like yeah. Look at this. Oh, it's just cool.
Way cool. Pantry, beautiful kitchen.
Wow.
So this is the one bedroom then,
One
right?
bedroom. So they don't have laundry facilities in the apartments, they're in the basement.
That works.
Kind of just a...
Yeah.
See, I would love this view.
Oh,
I love
yeah,
seeing the urban look, the urban view.
This is where I'd want to be.
Yeah. A little safe in the closet. Very cool. Wow. Yeah, these are, look, I love this. This just makes me feel like you're living in New York City.
Yeah. Yeah, the windows are awesome.
Awesome. Okay, let's go up again.
It's amazing what 1 floor and 2 floor and 3 floors will do with the view.
Yeah.
Even in just a residential neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much that
So I looked online and they said they allow for 2 people per room. So you could have a family of 6 live in your 3-bedroom unit.
Oh yeah, this is sweet.
Wow.
Oh yeah. This is awesome.
So does it say the square footage of a 3-bedroom unit? Wow.
No? But we can throw out a guess here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, just the brick. I love it.
It's beautiful. So is this 2 bathrooms or just 1 bathroom? Closets.
My guess, well, I don't know actually. We'll find out.
Let's see. Beautiful.
Hey, look, there's Ross on the other side of the street.
There's what?
Ross from Friends.
Sucked me in. He sucked me in.
So 1 bathroom there.
1 bathroom in the master. Yep, there's 2. There's the
2
second
baths. 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
one. Yeah.
Good sized bedrooms.
Yeah, these are the size that builders are building.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, isn't this what a
Man.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
They pay water, sewer, and garbage.
Included in rent.
Yeah. So they should pay a power bill.
So neat.
So man, I've been wanting to look in here for a long time.
Yeah.
Way nicer than I thought.
Yeah. They did a beautiful job.
Beautiful. The windows are amazing. The brick is
the architecture,
amazing.
the style is amazing. Yeah, I want to live here.
Yeah. The housing company.
The housing
This
company.
was not easy for them to do this project. From the stories I've heard, this was a bear.
And what an amazing thing for Idaho Falls to have this revitalized.
Here forever.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, forever is a strong word.
Yeah.
But here for a long time. Well beyond our lifetime. All right.
Okay, let's go.
Time to rock and roll. This is the basement. Very dark.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, cool.
Oh, neat. Laundry.
Playground.
Tenant storage. Oh, look at that. Everyone has like a locker. Not a locker, but a area. Yeah, imagine if you're doing laundry down here. Now, it's interesting, though, that they don't have a TV.
Well, because everybody has phones. They're going to be on their own thing.
Oh, that's probably true.
And speaking of phones, you can pay with your phone at the laundromat. High tech.
High tech.
High tech in downtown. What the? Oh, I thought that was a dog.
I know, that's what I thought so too first. I'm like,
Well,
what
this
is
is way cool.
Yeah, the kind of lockers or the storage units for tenants. That's neat. Well, yeah, like your bike or your, the guy's got luggage over there.
She's still talking. Oh, you hear her though. Okay, well this is cool. Man, alive, this is, good thing there's good lighting. This could be a little spooky.
Pookie.
Bike racks. Huh.
Well, those are for bikes right there.
Yeah. Mini mums. So, I mean, this is all original stuff, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't pour. This is the original concrete.
Yeah.
Your summer iMac.
Yeah.
But I mean, cool. Mom can be on her phone. Dad
Yeah.
can be on his phone while the kids play on
Kids
the other
play.
stuff. Because in the world we live in, that's just kind of how it works sometimes.
That's true.
All right, you want me down, Mike?
And if you like learning more about this kind of stuff, you should be following the Knowsy Neighbors page and the Murdock Manwaring Company page, because that's how you're going to keep in the know.
And our goal is every week we want to have some updates come out with new stuff that's going on. So if you see something, let us know. We'll research it. And every week we're going to try to be able to get you some new stuff that's going on.
What do you want to know about? And we'll get nosy.